What's good, y'all? It's Turbo King back with another video, and it's gonna be more of a little personal video today. I usually speak in general, but I figure every once in a while I make a little bit more personal video. But I realized that I want to say a couple of days ago I was praying, and I kind of got a revelation. God brought me to a video, let me see something about myself that I really didn't see before. And he showed me some videos pretty much, and I was on TikTok and I was looking at some videos, and I was like, it was about attachment styles, and I did a lot of research on it, and it was a revelation, a deep revelation. It was like, wow, I really discovered this about myself. And it helped me realize about my relationships. I realized that my avoidant attachment style, it ruined pretty much all of my relationships, And I would like to take full accountability and responsibility for those relationships on my part. The things that I went wrong in, the things that I done wrong in, and it definitely stems a lot with my avoidant attachment. A lot of that starts with childhood. I believe, I always say everything starts with childhood. Everything starts from the beginning. If you want to look at how you are now, you have to look at where you started at. And like I said, everything started from childhood. Avoiding attachment is like avoiding the engagement. Everything starts from childhood. So I started to realize that I'm really like nonchalant, I guess you could say. I really don't like to show much emotion, and they say the avoidant attachment style, it comes from childhood, and really not the fear of love, because I'm a very loving, very giving person, but I think I fear of the fear of being vulnerable, the fear of being open. If you know me, like, I really don't be open. I don't really talk to nobody. I don't really show my personality. I just be by myself. The people that know me, around me, been in school with me, they know like I'm super silent. Like, they would expect me to never talk, to never do videos. They probably would never expect me to be making YouTube videos. I'm just real silent. I don't like opening up to people. I don't like showing myself. But I'm a very loving and caring person. But I realized in my relationships, I really wanted love, But it's like, when I got that I guess you would say unconditional love, or the love that I was looking for, I would reject it, And I really didn't understand why I would reject it. So kind of still to this day, I really don't understand why I would reject, the love that I actually want. And it's because I'm like I said, it's that fear of vulnerability, A lot of us in the avoidant attachment style in childhood, we realized that it wasn't safe to be vulnerable. It wasn't safe to, express ourselves. Whether that was a parental, or friendship, or whatever, this is all a learned behavior. And we as avoidants, we tend to be very super hyper independent. We rely on ourselves, and we just love to depend on ourselves. We believe that nobody's here to save us, and that's me. I believe that nobody's here to save me. And I handle things way different than other people. It's like when I'm going through a tough time, I handle it like it's nothing. But it's really not because it's nothing. It's because I suppress my emotions. And I realize a lot of times in relationships, I suppress my emotions a lot. And that's not, especially with a woman. A woman wants to see that a woman wants to feel like you love her. A woman wants to feel like you're vulnerable and open to her, And I fail to do that. I would push people away. I would see if they love me. I would test them to see if they love me. I would kind of like I wouldn't like necessarily like consciously do it, but subconsciously I would test them to see if they love me, and to see if they will leave. And it's also a fear of abandonment. I have a fear of abandonment too, and I think it's kind of goes along with me being self-reliant. I really don't believe that there's nobody going to help or save me. So especially when I'm in a relationship, I feel like sometimes I feel like they're not even gonna help or save me, and it's like I really don't even like asking for help. I don't like being vulnerable at all, And like I said, I was pushing them away. You know, I was putting up boundaries. I was putting up roadblocks to test them and see how far their love will go. You know, and throughout that time, you know, people get tired of that. You know, especially when they love you, when they really care about you, they get tired of these roadblocks. They get tired of the little games that you play. You know, and you know, like I said, I take full responsibility of the things I was doing. But it wasn't by purpose. It was because, like I said, the fear of abandonment, the attachment style that I had. But it was like, it was a test because I wanted to see if they really love me and really when they really care. And when they left, it kind of like, it was a catch-22. It's a double-edged sword, you know. It was like, whenever they left, it was like, see, in my mind, I was like, see, I knew they was gonna leave, you know. I knew that they never really loved me for real. I knew that they really didn't care about me. But now that I know what I know, it's like I have to take responsibility. I have to take accountability of the things that I was doing to push them away, you know. And I had to realize that majority of my relationships were all the same. It all ended pretty much the same. It all ended with me having that same exact feeling, like, you know, they never loved me, they never really cared about me, you know, because they left, because they abandoned me, you know. And it kind of proved my point every time. In my mind, it proved my point every time that nobody's going to be here for me, you know. And it's almost like, I don't want to say it's a curse because, you know, like I read the Bible, you know, as a man thinks, so is he. So I don't want to say like I can't get out of the situation, because the first thing to get out of something, to break free of something, is to be aware. So I think it's important to always be aware of the situation that you're in. You know, be aware of the things that you're doing. Look within thyself. You know, it's always important to self-reflect. What can you be better in? You know, don't look at everybody else, but always look within. You know, because everything is mirrored. Whatever's in you is going to come back to you. You know, stop looking at everybody else and look at you. And once you change you will change your reality. You know, so I think it's a big step for me even making this video, for me acknowledging that I push people away, my avoidant attachment style. And I was looking at a lot of like comments and stuff like that. Everybody who's been with a person that's avoidant attachment style, they seem to hate it. You know, they seem to hate a person that's avoidant, because it just, and I get it, you know. It's like, it's all downside. It's pretty much, you would have to do a lot of sacrifice and a lot of understanding with a person like that. And I want y'all to understand that it's not our fault. It's not our fault that we're all just hurt people, you know. But I do understand that, you know, you shouldn't, as a person that's hurt, you shouldn't put anybody through abuse or neglect because of your hurt. You know, you have to fix thyself, like I always say. This channel is all about accountability. It's about becoming the best version of you. You know, so whether you're avoidant or not, just make sure you become the best version of yourself. You know, I take accountability and responsibility. Like I said, I'm a very loving person. I'm really a lover boy. Like, I love to be in relationships. I'd rather much be in a relationship than be single. You know, I'm caring. I'll give you the world. I'll give you my heart, you know. But it's just that fear that just kind of like pushes people away, you know. Now I get it's tough. It's tough to deal with, but like I said, the first step is taking accountability and moving forward. You know, but always becoming a better version of you. Helping yourself out, loving yourself. And you know, I was telling someone about this, my friend, and she was like, "Do you even love yourself?" And I really believe that I do love myself, but I definitely need to do some work, because I don't want to continue to be in a relationship. Now, I want to be married. I'm a Christian man, and I want to be married for sure. I want to be married, hopefully soon, bro. Like, I want to get out of this market, bro. Like, I want to build a family. Even though I have a child, you know, a broken family, that's not what I intended. But I want a family, man. I really love family. Even when I remember when I was 8, I was like 8 or 7 or 8 years old. And I even told myself, like, I'm definitely going to be married, bro. I'm going to be married. I'm going to have a family. I'm going to have a wife. Like, I always wanted that, you know, because I really didn't have a big family growing up. It was just really my mom and my siblings, you know. So Man, just know that people like that, you know, they just need love, you know, they just need support. People like me, understand that a lot of people, they just aren't aware, you know, they aren't aware of who they really are. But I definitely think that that's on that individual to know who you are. It's not nobody else's responsibility to know who you are. It's up to you to find out who you are within. You know, this life, this journey that we're on, it's about finding out who you are. You know, God put you on this earth for a reason. Everybody has a purpose, you know, and everything that you go through from the womb, especially if you're chosen, it's for a divine purpose. You know, I believe life is about you coming back to, or you like understanding who you really are. You know, just think about all the things that you've been through, all the trials and tribulations. It was all to get you to understand and to know who you really are deep within, who God really made you and designed you to be. You know, he didn't design you to be this hateful person. He didn't design you to be this jealous person. He didn't design you to be working a job that you hate. He didn't design you to just live a unfulfilling life. God never wanted that for you. But he may have put these scenarios and situations in your life to help you get to that point to where you will have revelation about yourself. So I thank the Most High every day for giving me wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. I feel like I'm still young. I'm a young guy, a young man, and I'm blessed to have wisdom. I'm blessed to have knowledge and understanding. I pray for that every day. And I just want to help people, man. I want to help y'all. I want to help myself. You know, love conquers all. You know, you have to have a heart of love. If you love, then you know you love yourself if you love others. You can't love yourself but hate. You can't love yourself but envy. You can't love yourself but have greed. You know, and life is about servitude. So I just want to preach, man. Every chance I get, every video I get, I want to preach the gospel. I want to preach love, prosperity, peace, gratitude, servitude. Just love it, man. Love conquers all. Jesus said love conquers all, man. And Jesus also said, go and make disciples. And I believe that in these videos, I'm going out and make disciples. I'm going out and I'm helping people. I'm loving people. I'm showing people that, you know, there are good people out here, regardless of how I look. I might got tattoos and stuff like that, but, you know, there's good people out here. And you know, I know that I'm a part of 144,000, and I know that some of y'all who are watching this video are part of that as well. So I love y'all. I thank y'all for watching this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out.